Hi Divas! What I've got for you tonight is the next installment, and the last for this year anyway, of the making your own and blinging your own Christmas cards. This is the bling part. Okay, the other two were about making your own Christmas cards, and this is like ideas on how to bling the cards that you get. So I want to show you what I've done, some of what I've done. I got overzealous and started to address and post some of them already, so they're not all here. They're not all here, but I have enough so that I can show you the general principles that I used in making them. I'm going to bring you in a little bit now. Okay. So, generally on the ones that are like manger scenes, I tried to highlight areas that would draw the light. I put a little star up in the star. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. I had the white ones, the white specials with like a star shape inside of them. And these are just white ABs that I put around the baby and down Mary's cap there. I didn't want to go overboard with them, but that I liked that. This one I thought would be cool to put bling right around the inside of the door, like the sun was reflecting, or the light from the stars was reflecting up on here, or the light from the baby. And again, I put the baby and the mother in just like a halo of ABs, of white ABs. This one was a little different in that the trees already had like leaves of blue and purple and silver. So again, I put the little dot, the flower dot in the middle of the star. I put a black dot there for, not an AB, just a regular black dot there for the animal's eye. And I did that a lot of places, like snowmen and animals. If it looked pretty good, I put a black dot there. I outlined the babe in little gold rhinestones, and the rest of it I put a little green rhinestone in the doves because it had like an olive branch. So I put other rhinestones, blue and purple rhinestones, different shades, over the leaves in the trees, and I love the way that came out. I really do. Another one, and I don't know, maybe if you like the star, the star itself, I put the flowery one in the middle, and then I put the ABs, the white ABs, the Aurora Borealis, shimmery ones. I made the tail long, and it kind of came out looking like a cross, which I don't know why I never noticed that before, but it does. Anyway, that one, I liked that. Now these are very moderately blinged up. I get more and more involved as we go along, so don't tune out yet. If you like the budget crafts using your extra bling, things like that, please like down below and subscribe, and don't forget to sign up by sending in your membership questionnaire if you'd like to be counted toward the monthly giveaways. And you know what, I haven't reached 1,000 yet, but I've got to start sending the stuff out. I can't keep it around any longer. So sign up before January 1st, and we'll start pulling names on January 1st. You need to be a member of Wanda's Workbasket here on YouTube and fill out the membership questionnaire and email that back to me at wandasworkbasket@gmail.com, and I will send you an acknowledgement that I received it, and then you will be signed up. You will be ready to go for the monthly pulling of a name at random, so I can send you some goodies. Okay, so here again, I just did the star and around the manger and around the baby. Here's one that I put a little more bling on. This one had a nice spot for the gold dots. I don't know if you can see it. You can see them bump it up there a little bit. And this star I did, instead of in the white, I put a big gold dot in the middle. And I put the long gold pieces of the star on there. Now, for the most part, I use the Tombow Aqua Glue. And I'll notice every once in a while that one or two of the pieces have been missing. Now you'll see out of about 200 cards, these are the ones that have fallen off. I don't think it's the glue's fault, honestly. Some of the cards are slicker than the others, for sure. But I don't know that I used enough of it. So I'm going to put one or two aside so that I can re-glue the pieces or two that are missing. Like you'll see, two of the gold rhinestones are missing from Jesus' halo. I put one around Mary and one around the baby. I even put some ABs on his blanket. And that's it. Oh, I put the star up here too. That one I'll fix the ABs on. This one is just mom and baby again. Like I didn't do a whole lot with the manger scenes. Now this one, I can see the star sliding around. It had stars all the way up and down the sides of the manger and all over the Holy Family. And trust me, I have a lot more cards here than just manger scenes. So that one I definitely need to fix. This one had a lot of bling already, so I just put the star up there. This one, these are the ones I'm sending to work, for my work friends and stuff, and sending you guys, so I don't have, no, I already pulled out the ones for work and that's why, pardon me, that's why the manger scenes are left. I baked like 8 dozen. I did a double batch of regular chocolate chips today, so I'm a little like tired at this point. I worked until real late last night. Anyway, I put the cow's eye in here. This one, some places I did 3 ABs, 3 rhinestones across. I used white and I used the little bit of a silver in there. There's not a whole lot of stuff in there. I don't think. Oh my, let me see more here. Alright. Now, I don't think I have any more of the manger scenes, but you'll recognize this guy as the Grinch's sidekick. I'm going to pull you back just a smidge so you get all the card here. Yep. You can see that. I'd put in the collar and in the little bow at the top, and I put big chunky ones in the baubles at the top. And it's missing a big chunky one, and that's this one right here. So I'm going to put that aside and make sure he gets his big chunky one on there. Okay. This is so pretty. You saw me make this one in one of the earlier ones. I put the white ABs down here at the snow, and it reflects the pink off of that. I have red in her basket, and a golden one on her middle bow, and pink at the top of her wings. This one is just a Merry Christmas, and I wanted to emphasize the white balls in the middle of just the strings that are hanging there. So I just used the ABs, different shapes in there. No, this one doesn't have. Right. That one didn't have extra bling. This one I put extra bling on for sure. It came in the frostiness already, but I thought the little black dot in the bunny's eye was so cute. And I put in the middle of each of the big snowflakes, I put one of those, the ones I used in the other stars that look like a little flower inside the white. And on the back, I'm just going to write my own sentiment. The ones that I have not glued onto something else, I'm just going to write my own sentiment on the back. This one was the front of a different card too, but it had holly berries, and the little red rhinestones are perfect for blinging the holly berries. They come in 1, 3, and 5. When you put your bling on there, I suggest you do it in uneven numbers. They are the most attractive. So 1 off to its side, there might be 3, there might be 5 in a cluster. And that kind of draws the eye right to where you want it. And again, I put a black dot in the eye. Here's Mr. Snowman with the cardinal. And he had his scarf already blinged up, but I added red again in the holly, and in the hat, and in the other holly at the bottom. And I gave him black buttons and black eyes, just so that it stands out. Not enough so that the card has to go through any special processes through the post office. This one I put gold buttons down his belly. I put a gold star on the trees. I love decorating trees on these things. I put gold dots for the tinsel. I already had them in there. And gold stars elsewhere. And across the top and bottom, I put the red rhinestones where it had little, you can see one of the dots is missing, but it had a dot there, but I just put a red rhinestone in the middle of that. I'll fix that up. And some Santas. Whenever I saw snow, I put some white ABs if they dabbled out there. These I put gold stars in where it had stars on his backpack, and I used some of the old gold, like there was like a tarnished gold color and a bright gold color. The bright gold color I used, like it comes looking like the stars, but the tarnished gold I used for like buckles and things like that. Okay, so I have 1 or 2 to like fix up on that. Here's one. You see a lot of the Currier and Ives type of pictures. All I did was the rooftops. I put the white ABs. Anywhere that I wanted like an outline of the snow. I put some in the tree. I put some around where they're ice skating and walking. Just to emphasize that. This was super simple. I mean, you don't have to go overboard with it. I thought about going on the edge of the moon there, but I thought, no, that's just too much. But I blinged up his backpack and the tree in his backpack. I put black dots on for his belly, and I put little gemstones right in the corners of the spots in the drum here. That came out neat. This one was beautiful. It's golden poinsettias, and what I did was I took the bright gold. Is it the bright gold or the old gold? I think it was the old gold. In the center of the poinsettias, I did a cluster of the gems. I liked the way that turned out. This was super fun. I had lots of these gold, the gold for the tinsel, that's the bright gold, and the red cabochons I used for the berries that are on there, and I put a star in the crown. There's 1 or 2 of those that went a little missing, so I'm going to find them and put them back on. And here's Santa bringing a sleigh, and again, most of that is just the berries, the red rhinestones, and used for the berries. I think if I show him this way, you can see it glinting off. And in his headdress, in the sled, some of the things on the sled, and in the foreground, what you don't want to emphasize are things that are way in the background. You want to make the things that are in front pop. And you don't want to put too many on so that it looks like it's just like you just poured them on. You just want to emphasize certain things that draw your eye. Whatever draws your eye is what you want to emphasize. This one you saw in the other video too. I love the way it turned out. This is just the dark green rhinestones for the wreath and for the garland. And red, some of the red rhinestones for, well, the geese had bows on it. And there was a bow on the lamp, and that bow on the garland and the wreath. And that was it for that. It didn't need any more. This is a fun little scene. Can you see where I put them? I emphasized the berries, the holly berries, and the bow. And I put white snow in the trees, the bushes here, and along the top, and more red in the garland and bow here. I put white on the rooftop for the snow, and in the tree, and on the other rooftops over here. There was a bow on the garage here, and there's some gold dots. This is a mailbox, and for each of the stamps, I put a little gold rhinestone. So they're just things to make it shimmer and pop. I love this one. I really love it. Red poinsettias with green rhinestones in the center. I used the big red cabochons and the medium-sized cabochons for the holly. And really, that's all it needed. That's all it needed. Like I said, you don't want to do so much that it looks poured on. Look at some of the stars are coming off here. It's not what I had envisioned. Alright. Here's one that has dogwood and a poinsettia. Dogwoods are Easter flowers. And the poinsettia obviously is a Christmas thing. And the holly in the background, again, the red cabochons. And this I used the brilliant gold to put in the center of both the dogwood and the poinsettia. Ho, ho, ho. I didn't do any on him itself, but on the holly around him. And I put a little gold ball on his, the ball of his, it looks like a jingle bell there. And it worked out perfectly to put one in the corners. One little red gem, little rhinestone in the four corners of the frame. There's a super cute one too. So I just put a black one in his nose, a red one in the bow, and some little ones in the holly. Not much. This one's cute. This one I put a black dot in the blue jays, the woodpecker, and cardinal. And then down here at the bottom, I used silver rhinestones to do the skate runner. It kind of really looks like shiny ice skates that way. Here's one that I really like too. It's a peace dove. And I did the black in the eye, the red in the flower on here, the green in her olive branch that she's carrying. And down here, it had music notes. So for the music notes, I put little gold rhinestones in there. I like the way that came out. This one is freaking adorable. Okay, so what I did was, I used black, just plain black, not the ABs, just plain black drills for the runners, even the curve at the ends. And then it had a red bow or something there, but then it had a blue and a green blanket, and it had like the fringe, the blanket fringe coming out. So I used the blue and green rhinestones for the blankets. And I didn't think it needed dots in the eyes. I didn't think it needed that. I love that one. That's so cute. Here's one I want to fix up a little bit because you can really see where the spaces are. it just had stripes. It already had stripes on the card, 2 above and 3 below. So 5 altogether, the odd number there, you can see. It had 3 medium and 2 dark blue. So I put those on the stripes. And I used those shades of blue to make those stripes. Now a few of them fell off. And I just don't think I gooped it up enough. What I was trying to do is not to over glue it so that you would see big globs of glue sticking out beyond the drills here. And I guess I didn't put enough glue on it, so that's my fault. This one's gorgeous. I only emphasized the snow on the window ledge. I emphasized their wings and the gold star in the sky. And I put some other stars in the sky in that gold, the old gold, because it had an old gold sentiment on it already. Is another Courier Knives type of thing. And I put the white ABs around the lake, the river, up the path up to the church, and right at the bushes in front of the church. So just to give it a punch. This was another one, a store-bought one. I had several of a set. So you'll see I used red rhinestones for the stripe at the bottom, and it already had gold stars. So I put gold dots along the bottom row, and I put more gold dots in the sky. Some green dots within the city limits itself. I think you can see that a little bit. Okay. I want to get to some others I blinged up. This one, there's a rubber band on it. Yeah, that one fell. This one says Joy, and what I did was I did the J and the Y in the gold rhinestones, and just so that you kind of see the O in the wreath, on each of the apples and pomegranates, I put a gold rhinestone right where it had the stem. And then it had little areas that each one of them had 4 like little apples around it. And I put the gold rhinestones in those as well. So it would really pick up, so that it really drew your eye around the wreath and made the O in Joy. I have to fix up a couple there as well. These are cards that I made years ago, and I made them out of just packages that I cut out of catalogs and stickers. A Christmas tree sticker on this one. So I just blinged up the bows and the Christmas tree on it. Yeah. This one, I had a teddy bear sticker, and I created out of another, like I guess it was a tag that looked like a package that I put here. So I blinged that up. And what I had done on the bottom of the card, I guess you can see it now, I have a snowflake punch. So I punched a row of snowflake around the bottom, and then the things that I punched out, I used to put over the package. And on each of those, I have a little star as well. This says Open Me, and the little teddy sticker. So I put along here the white ABs and on the little stars that you can see on the teddy sticker. Easy peasy. Point your sleigh this way. The I dotted with a red rhinestone, and the rope that was pulling the sled, red rhinestones, gold stars and rhinestones in the sky. And there's a little on the packages too, the bow packages. Here's another one with snowflakes cut out of the bottom, And I didn't use the snowflakes anywhere else on this, but this teddy bear sticker had a tree on his back, so I used a little bling for that. More on this card. Again, this didn't have the snowflakes cut out, but I used the snowflakes around the packages and then put the bling on top of that. Okay, I have another one with the snowflake cutouts. These were tags that looked like packages to me, and then I put the stickers on top of them, and then the rhinestones on that. Same things on this one. The tag, the punch outs, stickers, and the rhinestones. This one's pretty. It's a gold one. Yep. I know who I'm going to send this one to. It's an owl with a little gingerbread here. And I just put the white ABs around the gingerbread house and added the stars. You can take any card blank, take things that you cut out of catalogs, magazines, things that you like that, and create a scenario collage of them, and put different things on it. This isn't mixed media by any way, shape, or form, but in a way it's got elements, different elements on it. These cards I got in a kit so long ago that had the color already printed on the back, but again, all the tags and cutouts and stickers I put on myself again and put the bling on top of that. More stars and presents and a teddy bear, stickers and bling. Now, this one was a homemade card that I had made a while back. The tag on it is loose. It had the ribbon on it already to hang the tag off of it. And it's kind of like a 3D thing. This bow is also cardboard, but it's stuck on with the pop dots, with the little foam dots underneath it to bump it up above the card. And then it has your holiday wish on the inside, and I blinged the holly on there. And it has like an address thing, a little tag that said no peeking, so that's on the outside. I don't recommend blinging anything on the outside of the envelope because they get stuck in the machines and it'll get torn to pieces and it'll mess up the postal machines, and they're not going to like that too much. Here's another homemade card. Again, it came with this style of card, but I just blinged it up. What I would like to do with this one is take some puff paint, some white puff paint, and go along the white, the icing edges, and that would really take it up another notch. Let's see. That's one I want to do something else with. These are some cute ones I haven't worked on yet. What would you do on this one? I'll pull you out just a little bit. What would you bling on this beautiful one? It says Noel across the top of the birdhouse. Would you bling all the red around the outside? Would you encrust his crest, his chest there with rhinestones? Would you do the snow? Would you do all of it or one of those things? Let me know down below what you would do. I have these two I'm stuck on too. How would you bling these? Where would you add bling to these? Write your comments below because I'm really curious. And the last thing I was going to do is I got some wrapping paper around the gift that had these really cool Christmas trees on them. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to use wrapping paper and make my own Christmas cards next year out of wrapping paper that I get this year. There's a lot of potential in this, isn't it? And I'm going to look around on Pinterest for other designs that I can maybe make out of bling. Just some that I can make out of bling. That's different from what, not a copy of what you see on Pinterest, but just a change. Just a change from what you see there. Make it shiny. So, this is only about 1/3 of the cards that I've done. Like you can see, I have some I need to re-bling. Yep. And some that are just fine. Some I'm going to give away to the girls at work in their stockings. Some I'm going to send, at least within the United States, I'd like to send some of them to you all who have sent me your address. And I hope that's not a spoiler alert, but I'm going to try. I'm going to see how far I get. And I've already stamped and, wet shut the other things, the other ones that are on my personal list that are getting sent out. So they're all ready. I couldn't show them to you. I just got a little gung-ho and got them ready. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to sign up for the monthly giveaways. And I'm excited about other stuff to come. I have another new thing I want to show you soon. And we have some interviews coming up in January. So I'm really excited about those. All right. So have a wonderful holiday. Just have a wonderful holiday, and if it doesn't matter which holiday you celebrate at this, as long as you celebrate it with loved ones, whether that be your friends, whether that be your family, just those who love you and whom you love, and just share the beauty of winter and share a glass of wine or warm cider, and just have a game night. Have a game night so you can laugh and snack and just enjoy time together that you may not get at other times a year. If we can't spend our time with our loved ones at this time of year, we don't make time for it any other occasion. So take the time that you have and do that. All right, I'm going to sign off now, and I wish you happy holidays, and I will see you soon. Merry Christmas. Bye.